the path to spiritual mastery and divine purpose. The central theme of this narrative explores the profound intersection of human experience, ancestral tradition, and the unfolding of a divinely ordained destiny during a journey toward the sacred temple. The protagonist, a young boy raised within the spiritual framework of his father's teachings and the Essene tradition, grapples with the mysteries of existence. He seeks to master the art of dual presence, being in two places at once, while preparing for a high-stakes trial of his intellectual and spiritual skills before the esteemed high priests of the temple. This personal evolution is set against the backdrop of a significant communal migration toward Jerusalem, led by a family deeply embedded in the religious life of their time. The dynamics of faith and inquiry. The protagonist's life is defined by a relentless drive for knowledge. His father, a figure of immense discipline and reticence, serves as his primary guide, though he remains silent regarding the deeper techniques of spiritual manifestation. This pedagogical distance acts as a goad, pushing the boy to master his assigned learnings with precision to carve out time for meditation. The boy recognizes that the secrets of the Great White Brotherhood and the nature of the Order of Melchizedek are not easily surrendered. They must be pursued through the mastery of the physical world before one can fully grasp the celestial. The power of discipline. The protagonist learns that inner stress can be a constructive force. His father encourages him by suggesting that to those who desire wisdom with a hungry heart, the capacity to comprehend and the strength to endure will eventually be granted. The teacher-student bond. The father emphasizes that spiritual development cannot be forced. He imparts a critical lesson. When the student is ready, the master will be there. This patience forms the bedrock of their relationship, balancing the intensity of the son's curiosity with the gravity of his upcoming challenges. The journey to the sacred city. The transition from their domestic life to the pilgrimage to Jerusalem provides a physical manifestation of their spiritual journey. The trek is characterized by communal spirit and the logistical realities of traveling with a large group, including children and animals. This journey is not merely a change of location, but a ritualized progression toward the feast, where the protagonist must demonstrate his ability to teach the law. The interactions along the road, the songs, the psalms, and the debates regarding the route highlight the tension between the conventional beliefs of the masses and the deeper, more profound understandings held by the initiates. 1. Strategic planning. The family carefully orchestrates their travel, choosing beasts of burden suited for the terrain and ensuring the well-being of the younger children. 2. Community and conflict. The presence of Rabbi Borenchun introduces a friction point. His rigid adherence to his own perceptions contrasts with the protagonist's father, who embodies a greatness that acknowledges complexity beyond the grasp of small minds. 3. The call of history. The journey is punctuated by moments of collective emotion, particularly when the mother shares the story of the Messiah, turning the weary travelers into a captivated audience and deepening the sense of anticipation for their arrival at the temple. The mother's burden and the sacred story. The mother occupies a central, enigmatic position in this narrative. Her emotional turmoil, marked by tears, secret anxieties, and a desperate desire to fulfill a divine burden, suggests that she is not merely a parent, but a guardian of a transformative secret. Her storytelling acts as a bridge between the historical longing for the Messiah and the personal reality of her own life. By narrating the account of the presentation at the temple, she allows the audience to witness her own struggle with faith, doubt, and the eventual recognition of her child's divine purpose by the elder Simeon. The miracle at the well. By sharing the story of the woman who sought redemption for her child, the mother mirrors her own hidden history. The act of placing her pitcher at the boy's knee acts as a symbolic transfer of responsibility or recognition. The veil of mystery, the mother's interaction with the boy at the well, promising a greater miracle upon their return, suggests that she is waiting for the right moment to unveil his true identity or the weight of the task he is destined to bear. Divine recognition. The narrative emphasizes the role of the elders, Simeon and Anna, who recognize the salvation of man in the child. This validates the mother's internal anguish and establishes that the fulfillment of prophecy is often a burden of great cost. Arrival at the temple, the threshold of destiny. As the family approaches Jerusalem, the sheer scale of the temple serves to humble the travelers. The protagonist feels the immense pressure of his upcoming trial, comparing himself to David facing giants. The architecture itself, terraces of marble and gold pointing toward the heavens, reflects the aspiration of human existence. The exploration of the temple's geography, from the court of Gentiles to the foundation stone, underscores the gravity of the environment in which he must perform. The physical grandeur, the immense size of the temple, intended to hold hundreds of thousands, mirrors the vastness of the tradition the boy is expected to interpret and uphold. The profane and the sacred, the boy gains a technical understanding of the temple layout, identifying the golden altar and the veil of mystery. These structures are not just sites of sacrifice, but symbolic representations of the barrier between the human and the divine. Preparation for the trial. The protagonist's anticipation of his trial in the month of Nisan highlights the culmination of his early training. The support of the Essene community and the scrutiny of the Orthodox Jews create a crucible in which his readiness will be tested. In summary, the narrative traces the maturation of a young boy as he navigates the complex interplay between secular duty and spiritual initiation. Through the shared journey to the temple, the influence of his parents, and the weight of ancestral expectation, he is prepared to bridge the gap between human doubt and divine truth. The path forward remains one of patience, as he moves toward a confrontation with the highest religious authorities, carrying with him the profound realization that his development is a process meant to be unfolded, not rushed, in accordance with the greater designs of the universe.